then we can spend the whole of next year reciting these numbers.
Please, can you just maybe adjourn for about 10 minutes? Then
what do you suggest, Mr. Ratha, that you know something about computers?
Absolutely, a first time for everything, and you guys know what Friday end of day is like when you just want to go home and your boss is talking about this and that, and you really want to say, it's Friday, okay? And the weekend is here. This is literally how I'm watching Ratha, like, okay, did he really just ignore Valoy? Because Valoy was asking, my lord, for a 10-minute adjournment. And he literally doesn't acknowledge Valoy's sentence and says, Ramasipili, what do you think? You know something about computers. Like, he literally ignored the most favorite child in the courthouse. Oh my goodness, that was just funny to see. Wanted to highlight that with you, but this is really what this video is about. Here it goes.
We confer with the state and the expert, then we'll resume on Monday. That's my suggestion.
Because we can't embellish this, Mr. Lieutenant Colonel. We can't embellish this because you all have the same document. So you can't cook it, as Mr. Ngomezo was like to say. Because the evidence is already cooked. So you will agree how to package it. In Latin they say, what is it? Modus vivendi.
Yes.
Okay. Right, let's adjourn and find a way. And then we meet on Monday. Because you must agree and disagree. I will follow along with whatever you think you suggest.
Thank you, the state, as the evidence has already been tendered before this court, is trying to refute or rebut the evidence of an alibi. Number two is trying to rebut the evidence that these accused know each other. This evidence that is led in this court by these witnesses relating to the bank statements, relating to the cell phones, it's something that happened after the state brought this or brings this evidence, which occurred after the incident of 2014. I'll say this slowly so that it will be understood. State, it's a fishing expedition by the state now to say they listened to the version that was put by my colleague Mr. Ramsipidi in one of the witnesses to say accused number one was not in Gauteng on the day Senzo was killed. Now the state wants to focus on that. They now deviate from the elements that they need to prove on what happened in 2014. If the state was confident enough that they have something to say before this court, they should have led evidence. I'm not dictating, but they should have led evidence in relation to, for instance, my lord, let me just put it into practical perspective on what was delivered or was said before this court. Mboto read the affidavit of accused number one. Rapadu read the confession of accused number two. It dealt with the communication where Kelly asked, where are you? Those are records that are relevant. I'm in possession of the 205s for Kelly Kuman. And the state, I'm going to show the state that there was no such a communication. That is direct evidence. I'm not sucking a thumb to say I'm looking for the number for Ntuli, for Mapisa, for whoever. I've got the records for Kelly Kuman on the date of when Senzo was killed. They're busy with 2018, 2021. We are not really interested. That's not our defense. The main defense during Section 106 was that it's a bad denial. They denied having killed Senzo. So now they want to create their own defense because of what my colleague Ramsipidi said. Accused number one was not there. They're busy now. That's why one would be tempted to say they are cooking. They are manufacturing day in, day out. so that it can fit what the state wants to do. Because I can tell this court now, they don't have a case. I'm not arguing the case, but I don't see the purpose of this witness to be here. Now they're busy fitting us with 2018, 2020, 2021. We don't even have time to consult. This is pure ambush.
Okay.
You know how there's the Martin Luther King speech, famous speech of I Have a Dream? Well, this Ngomezulu speech, in my opinion, or should I say, this Ngomezulu submission, in my opinion, after listening to it, it is very, very similar to the Martin Luther King speech. He breaks it down. He's so methodical in everything that he said. So the reason I'm bringing this back to the forefront is because Judge Ratha on Friday referred to Ngomezulu saying that the state is cooking evidence. This is when Judge Ratha is pleading with the expert and Baloyi to come up with a much better way to read in the thousands of cell phone data that they have with the cell phone expert, Mr. Gideon Host. Listen, May has belonged to Gideon Host, okay? He has been in that witness stand permanently, okay? Nobody else has made it, well, except for Swanda, of course, because he was standing in for the banks, but thank goodness Ratha shut that down, okay? Ratha likes to shut things down that take away time from him and him going to the tavern in Soweto. But you know what? I digress. Let's go back to what Ratha said. So Ratha said, you know what, come back with a better method so that you can't embellish this, okay? Because you all have the same document. So he can't, and by he meant host. So he can't cook it, as Mr. Ngo likes to say, because the evidence is already cooked, as he points to the evidence compilation. Okay. And then he says, let's adjourn and find a better way. Now, obviously I clipped the initial speech or the initial submission by Ngomezulu, where Ngomezulu is saying, listen, I don't know why we're talking about all these cell phone things. I don't know what is going on. Now, these guys are talking about 2018 and from 2018 to 2021. This cell phone belongs to who? This number belongs to who? And the state is now all of a sudden trying to tell us what our defense should be, which I found that was quite interesting because, yeah, why are we talking about these cell numbers? And what do these cell numbers have to do with the death of Senzo Meyiwa on the 26th of October, 2014. Ngomezulu says that is not the case. The case is our clients are denying, okay? They're denying any involvement in the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. Why are we not focusing on that? For example, I have the 205s for Kelly Khumalo for that day. That is, why are they not going through those 205s? Because they're claiming, okay, another witness came in and said, Kelly Khumalo's cell phone says, where are you? Why is the state not bringing in a witness to break that down, to break down Kelly Khumalo's 205s? We already know, because Kelly Khumalo's got a strong sangoma. That's never going to happen. But Ngomezulu says, I have the 205s right here. And also, by the way, while we're on the topic, that never happened. Okay? He immediately kills any form of defense that the state is going to come up. And notice Advocate Baloyi never interjects Ngomezulu. We can't say the same when Mshololo is talking. He never. Ngomezulu started from start to finish, including saying you're cooking, you're manufacturing. Baloyi did not interrupt the man. Because you know why? Because it's a man's arena. It's a man's arena. It's a bro code. We can't do that to a bro. But if Mshololo had said the same things word for word, she wouldn't have been able to get through. But I digress. I want to get back to Ngomezulu, okay? So Ngomezulu says the state is trying to refute the evidence of the accused alibi. They're also trying to refute the evidence that the accused know each other. This is why we're suffering with all these pages upon phone numbers, okay? And then Ngomezulu goes on to say, and then they're now relating bank statements and cell phones and nothing that they're bringing forward is from 2014. It's all after the 26th of October, 2014. Then Ngomezulu goes on to say, it's a fishing expedition by the state now. And all this, we can all blame it on Ramasipili, okay? Because Ramasipili came up and said, listen, accused number two, who's Bongani Danzi, was not in Gauteng on the 26th of October, 2014. And just because Ramasipili said that, now we have the CELLPHONE expert in the witness stand taking over the entire month of May. We're still not done with the CELLPHONE expert. And now they had to go search for those 205s. They brought in the 205s. Now he's got all the documentation there. And Judge Ratha is like, we're not doing that. I have a tavern to get to. We are not reading these pages by pages. And if you fail to come up with a better system, then okay, then we'll read these numbers into record. But that's going to take us a year. On whose dime? Can you imagine that for the state, that doesn't matter. They're still getting paid. The state is paying. The taxpayers' money is paying it. Can you imagine the defense, the accused, the ones that are not on legal aid? They have to pay for every appearance that Ngomezulu is in the courthouse. Who can really afford to pay for a year to listen to stupid numbers being read into record? This is absolutely heartbreaking. And I don't know why witness, Judge Ratha, tavern leader doesn't object, because this is not working. It's not working. That's why he's pleading to the state to come up with a better method with this evidence that they insist should be read into the record. Okay? So all this, we can all blame it on Mr. Ramasipili. And the fact that he said accused number 2 was not in Gauteng on... No, it's accused number 1, who's Muzi Sibia. And I guess it's Ramasipili because that was before Ngomezulu was representing Muzi Sibia. Wow. Gunini, okay? It's a lot. And Ngomezulu goes on to say, if the state is confident in their case, I'm just pausing because I was just trying to think if Mshololo ever uttered those words, Mr. Baloyi will have her throat. Ngomezulu says, if the state is confident in their case, they need to bring evidence on the incident, period. There are records that are, and they need to bring records that are relevant. And they need to know, all the state needs to know is that the defense, the accused, their defense is that they deny having anything to do with Senzo Meyiwa. But the state is now trying to create their own defense, okay? They're like, no. Forget what you guys are saying. We're going to tell you what your defense should be. Which doesn't make sense. Which is why Ngomezulu summarizes it all and says it's what? It's a cooking expedition. They are manufacturing day in, day out so that everything can fit into the state's narrative. Because the states really wants these people to be in Gauteng, really wants to bring into the record evidence from 2018 to 2021. When is someone going to call this ridiculous? Thank goodness Ngomezulu put this on record because, oh wow. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What are the options? What can there possibly happen? So when they come back today, if they don't have a better solution, it's going to be a continuation of reading those numbers. And oh my God, what a disaster. That's it from us today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Judge Ratha admitting it's a cooking expedition. Now even the judge himself is calling it a cooking expedition. Do you even see that even the judge himself isn't taking this case seriously? Why would a judge say those words? Even though he said it in a joking manner, it's still on record. The judge has said, and we know he loves to be a witness, the judge has said, as Ngomezulu likes to say, this is a cooking expedition, you know? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please remember, and if you've made it this far, you already know the house rules. You've got to like the video. Please consider liking the video. I absolutely love the support when you do. Please remember to share this video with the last 3 people you messaged on WhatsApp. Because, you know, the CELLPHONE expert, they check the WhatsApp records as well. And we'll be able to see if you're supporting our channel. And also as well, subscribe to the channel. I cannot believe 87% of people who watch my channel are not subscribed. And you know what else YouTube told me? Not only are you not subscribed, you continue to come back to watch my videos, which I'm grateful for. But at least subscribe. Why? Because we're on the road to 30,000 subscribers. And once we hit 30,000 subscribers, what is our goal? We want to get to the big prize, the 100K. And we can't do it without you. If everyone who watches my channel without being subscribed, we will literally hit our 100K subscribers. Do that for me. Subscribe down below. I'll catch you on our next upload. It's going to be an interesting one. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.